What's up, Cancer? Welcome to Karma Live Readings. I'm Karma. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and joining me. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. So we're going to be checking into a particular situation today. I don't know what it is until Spirit lays it on the table. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading for a large collective. So some of you may resonate and some of you may not, and that's okay. If you do resonate, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you would like a more in detail, in-depth, personalized reading about your specific situation, you can check out the link in the description box below. It's going to take you to my Etsy. You can take a look at the readings that I offer. You can read reviews from previous clients. I've been doing this for quite a long time. All right, with that being said, Cancer, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. You have main female with the number 2. So this is either going to represent you or the main female in your situation. You're going to have to put that to your own situation. If you're the female, that's you. If you're not, then it's the other person. Then you have change. What's going on with Cancer, please? What's the energy around Cancer? And then you have toil and labor, and on the bottom you have stress. Message. Stress is from toil and labor. All right, you have the numbers 2, 9, 38, and 7. Oh yeah, message and imprisonment. Courthouse adjudication. What is going on? You may have, this is very specific, but there might be somebody in jail that's going to reach out to you soon, or regarding a legal situation or a contract, something that you got stuck in with somebody. Regardless, there is a main female here who's very stressed out over recent changes that have happened. Okay? It looks like somebody's going to be sending you a message. I feel like this toil and labor, this is like a lot of stress over somebody. A lot of stress. This is somebody who's like trying to change something. This is also somebody who could work really, really, really hard. They've been trying to make a change. They want something to get better. They don't want to be in this situation anymore. But for some reason, I feel like it really affects their spirit, and it affects the way that they show up to a situation. But then I also feel like somebody is really trying to get away or move or change their life overall. And that's also what's creating a lot of stress. So let's see if we can get more specific details from Spirit. All right, recent past, we have the 10 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. To the Empress and the King of Cups on the bottom. I read King of Cups as Cancer. So here's what's interesting. You've got this in the recent past. You have this energy of the Empress. Somebody could have had a baby. There could have been a pregnancy. There could have been, whatever it was something new, it was something nice, and it was blossoming. I don't know. Could have been a mixture of gossip and blossom at the same time. Whatever it was, it brought happiness and it brought the opportunity for things to change. You literally have the Wheel of Fortune that landed on the change card, okay? So in comes this new, I'm going to call it path. This new path comes into your life in the recent past, and it shows up as almost everything you've really dreamed of, right? It's a lot of happiness. 10 of Pentacles is here. All these opportunities are opening up. But the 7 of Swords shows up smack dab in the middle. So somebody is hiding something or lying about something. And here it is again. Ace of Cups to the Seven of Cups. Like, there's just something is missing. You sense it intuitively, something is off, right? And when something is off, it makes you want to leave. The Hermit. So in the recent past, you may have decided, Five of Cups, I got to let something go because it's not aligning to my life anymore, to my future anymore, right? Something feels as though somebody's lying. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, everything was going well. There was a nice give and take, a nice reciprocity in a situation here. It looked like everything was balanced, and you really felt like this could go long term, but then you started noticing things. Page of Swords. Little things started to seem out of order. Little things weren't making sense. And while you may have tried to like ask questions and communicate and talk about something, I just feel like you weren't getting the answers that you wanted. Ten of Swords to the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of defense here. You see what I'm saying? A lot of defense to dead the conversation, but I feel like this was still lingering on your heart and on your mind. Maybe that's where the toil and labor, it was causing a lot of stress. King of Cups. To Justice and the Five of Pentacles. So you had to make a decision. Looks like the decision was for you to move in a different direction and leave something behind. It was still a loss. And in comes this person, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords to the Devil. I'm still not going to tell you the full truth because I need you to stay, so I'm going to still give you lies. But see, you're smarter than that because you're not operating just off of what you see and what you hear. You're operating off of the unseen and using your discernment in a situation. And you felt like something was off. There was a certain energy in this situation that lets you realize, I don't think this is right. I don't think this is what I want anymore. Current energy is Justice. Wow. So what's this, a karmic lesson? Boom, the Tower. You're going to learn today. That's what you said, Cancer. Justice to the Tower. This is the current energy. Your choices and decisions shock somebody. Queen of Wands to the Hermit. They didn't expect you to move like this. They did not expect you to move like this. You ghosting them or you going silent has them super confused. So did you walk away from a situation? Because now I got the Queen of Cups, that's the Eight of Cups to the Six of Swords. I do feel like that's what you did. And you did it silently. Wow, yeah, you called judgment on the devil because you knew something was going on. And this is not something that you wanted to deal with. So you made a decision. That decision crumbled a foundation. But I feel like even though it crumbled the foundation of a situation, they had already lit it on fire, right? You just put more gasoline on it and said, I'm out. They didn't expect you to do that. Yep, the Star. You saw through. You saw through the lies. You saw through the facade. This is Aquarius energy, Libra energy. Somebody could have been playing around, fooling around here. Page of Wands. Whatever it was, you needed to replenish your energy, replenish your life. And I do feel like you were led by the Spirit in this particular situation because you were looking for that renewal. You were looking for that refreshment, that replenishment, whatever it is. The Tower and the Queen of Wands, please. To the Queen of Swords. Wow. So Cancer, you're not playing at all. You're not playing at all. You got your mind right. You got super focused and you started to set forth and put action, put things into place so that you could witness the change in your life. All right. You have the Six of Swords to the Three of Swords. To the Four of Wands. Like, no, I'm not staying in Heartbreak Hotel. There was a little bit of anxiety that was connected to this situation, Seven of Swords, it was really because somebody was just straight lying to you, the devil. Who wants to live like that? The betrayal is off the charts here. The 3 and the 7 give me the 10 of Swords. So somebody just felt like they could keep doing something and getting away with it without actually telling you and or admitting something. You may have even had a conversation with the other party or the other person, or you knew the other party or the other person, because I could really use the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands as two separate people as well. And if that did happen, it looks like you kind of gave this person a piece of your mind. They didn't really have much else to say, because I don't see the Queen of Wands responding, because the Queen of Wands is looking in another direction. I feel like you were very, very direct. I'm going to give you one opportunity to tell me the truth. If you don't give me the truth, that's on you. I'm leaving, right? I already know the truth, so tell me the truth. I can't make it up. The Hermit and the 5 of Cups. That's what happened. I'm going to give you one opportunity to tell me what I already know. If you don't, I'm separating and isolating myself. And I feel like you may have ghosted this person, but rightfully so, because it's looking like the ghost was supposed to happen. Yeah, 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups, that's the 8 of Cups. So you left because this was not fulfilling. Doesn't mean it was sad, it was heartbreaking. But the interesting thing is, with this ending came a celebration and happiness, because you gained your power back, you gained your strength back. 2 of Wands to the 9 of Pentacles, you chose yourself. Ace of Wands, more opportunities started to pour in. That gives me the 3 of Wands too. The Sun. The 3 of Wands is you had a vision. And somewhere along the way, this person may have been a part of your vision, Cancer, and then they fell off. So in this moment of isolation, separation, and ghosting, I feel like a big transition and transformation took place for you mentally, physically, and spiritually. You learned a lot about yourself. Certain things that you couldn't really see clearly when you were connected and attached to this energy and this person. Now that you've disconnected, you can see the whole thing. So everything is like coming into play for you. You know what I'm saying? That can be difficult in itself when you start to really recognize the truth, but I feel like it helps stabilize you more and ground you more. And it also helps you recognize what you're not going to go back to. So what's coming next for Cancer? What can Cancer expect? Judgment. Releasing this energy. Like fully releasing it with Judgment. 2 of Wands. To the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. I don't know if you've spoken to this person recently, or if this energy has just kind of come back around somehow, some way. Yeah, because all of a sudden you're in this space of confusion. Okay, with the 4 of Cups, what do I do? Really contemplating and looking at what you've been through and wondering, do I take the new opportunity, or do I go back to what I'm used to, go back to what I was comfortable in? I feel like that's why Judgment is here with the 2 of Wands, because you're really at a crossroads here where you have to make a solid decision about what is going to align you, 4 of Wands, and bring you the growth and success that you're looking for, because this gives me the 6 of Wands. But what's interesting about that is if I look on the top, you've got the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Swords, to the 4 of Pentacles, to the Page of Pentacles. That's the 5 of Pentacles. So your apprehension and exhaustion with this person and this energy is because your spirit is telling you they're still not going to be able to give you fully what it is you want. It's still going to be the same cycle, 10 of Swords, and it's still going to give you something that is hard to let go of, where you keep feeling like you're lacking and losing out. It's still this energy of feeling left out. It's still this energy of abandonment energy. You know what I'm saying? What is Judgment Judgment to the Two of Wands. The Strength card. Wow. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to make a different decision and a different choice for yourself. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. What is the opportunity that is going to transform your life, that's going to keep you on the path and on the journey of growth? Because there's a lot of yellow here. So you've seen some type of shift and change in your self-esteem just from disconnecting from a situation. You have the Ace of Cups here. So there's new abundance, new love, new energy that wants to stay connected to you or come into your life. But it is not anything from the past. Yeah, the Three of Swords to the Ace of Swords. You have to lay this heartbreak to rest, because the truth is, if you go in that direction, you're going to get stuck back in a path that keeps you held back. That's the Eight of Swords. To the Devil. That's why Judgment is here. There's something that you're struggling with letting go of. I feel like there could still be distance with you and this person, but you're still holding on to the pain and the trauma, so you respond that way even in new situations. Yeah, Ten of Swords. And that's why to the Two of Swords. So that's why Judgment is here, because Spirit's saying we really need you to disconnect from any sort of emotional attachment you may have had with this person and be able to see it for what it is and disconnect from it. Because we don't want you to go through the same thing over and over. We want you to disconnect from the cycle, disconnect from the lesson, and experience growth. So you're a very loyal person. So take that into consideration when trying to view the energy of this situation. Was this person loyal to you? You also have spiritual bath. So you need to cleanse yourself from this person's energy or this situation's energy. You need a spiritual cleansing to remove this Three of Swords. That's literally what I'm saying. You have to remove this energy. It's like it's staying connected to you, and that's why you're confused about what you want to do. Some of you could have a native bloodline here. Very spiritual. You have the ability to connect to situations energetically. Please pay attention to all signs, because the divine is communicating with you in regards to this particular situation. Six of Cups to the Fool. I think you have new opportunities, new connections, new abundance. Yes, you do. Look at this. Six of Cups to the Fool, to divine inheritance, to destined lovers, to the Sun. So these are opportunities. They are trying to come into your life, Cancer, but they cannot come into your life so long as you stay connected to any past attachments, trauma bonds, toxic connections. This is about really releasing, cleansing yourself from these energies and allowing yourself to disconnect. I would do cord cuttings on top of a spiritual cleansing. I would do cord cuttings, calling back your power, releasing any and all energy belonging to other people, past lovers, friends, work, whatever it is. Get rid of all that excess energy to help you see something more clearly. What months will be of importance for Cancer in regards to this particular situation for the next 12 months? What months? June, number 6. January and the number 1 could be significant. March, the number 3. February, the number 2. And May, the number 5 could be of significance for you. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, we have the letter A, K, W, C, I, the number 2, the letter U, the number 5, the letter Y, the number 8, the number 7, the number 3, and the letter Y again. So 2 letter Ys. All right, Cancer, I send you much love. If you are interested in a personal reading, please check out the link to my Etsy in the description box below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.